Hi everyone, it's Erin Cochran, the House Whisperer from RevealingRedesign.com. And today I want to talk to you about a question that I asked a group of women a couple weeks ago. I was asked to speak at the Real Women group from Valley Point Church right here in Garnet Valley, which was a real honor and I loved doing it. And it was a special event they were having for Mother's Day. And I love being able to speak to women about their homes and creating that really special place for them and the people they love that nurtures and supports us, our homes, ideally. And During my talk, we talked about creating beauty and getting back in touch with the things that we loved from earlier in our lives, the things that really speak to our souls, so that we have rooms that in our homes that really speak to who we truly are, all parts of ourselves and who we want to be in the world. And I said to them, I want you all to write this down, and I want you to write this down. How can I make this more simple? The thing is that so often the things in our lives that we really want to do, the things we want to accomplish, just our day-to-day tasks, we have a habit of making everything very complicated. And I have to remind myself, and I'm reminding you, that simplicity is so important to having a life that feels balanced, manageable, and joyful. So how can I make this more simple? From making your cup of coffee in the morning, like I've written about in the past, having your coffee and your everything you need to make your pot of coffee right there, so you don't have to move your feet, to the things you put in your coffee, everything is right there, nice and simple, to how you pay your bills, so that everything is in one area, so you don't have to go to different rooms to get the stamps and the envelopes, and it's next to your computer, so if you pay things online, it's right there. To just giving yourself permission to make things simple instead of complicated. So right now I'm working on an area in my yard that has been very complicated for a long time in my house. We've just cleaned out a big area of brush and yard waste that we've needed to get rid of for some time, and it's really exciting. And I started thinking about all the things I could put in that area. And the bottom line is, after I discussed it with Annette, my assistant, she's like, Erin, you should put grass seed there. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because you know what? That's simple. And it's going to look beautiful. And then I'm going to have more time to devote to the garden beds that I really need to and I want to spend time in, instead of adding one more thing that's going to make things more complicated. And while the idea of it at first sounds wonderful and I have this great opportunity to create something new, the reality is that in the long run, it's going to be more for me to manage. And that's what I want all of us to remember. When we choose something in our lives, to make sure that it's not adding complexity that we don't want to have to manage long term. How can I make this more simple? And what stems from simplicity oftentimes is beauty, joy, and peace. The things that we all want from our lives and from our homes. All right, hope you have a great weekend full of simplicity, joy, and peace. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.